In this video, I will focus on my subject, the character of my subject, and why the way I have understood this subject and I teach this subject is effective. And I would invite you to study this video very carefully so that you develop the right perspective. Over the last several decades, students and many professionals have got interested in voice training coming from different sources, especially from the West. Now, what is important to note is that for Indian music, we need a distinct science and art of voice culture. Because in the West, voice science, or what is called vocal pedagogy, developed around the needs and the understanding of Western classical music and opera. In the last several decades, almost for a century, many Indian experts have made attempts to understand voice the way the West has understood and has tried to create those applications of those techniques and understanding into the requirements of Indian music. I will present a new perspective of looking at voice and voice training, a perspective which has enabled me to be very successful in training a number of voices of youngsters in reality shows and of professionals, of bringing people out of any vocal difficulties and for the purpose of enhancing the vocal prowess and behavior and expertise, if you may say that. Now, the foundation of this approach is the understanding that the late Frederick Husler gave all of us, and that is that the human voice is not a speaking voice, the human voice is a singing voice. The human race is a singing race. This is what you fundamentally need to understand as a student and as a developing singer. You are a human being, hence you have a singing voice, you have a singing instrument. Now, how this would change your approach to training your voice is that you will have to accept that the ability to sing is innate to your anatomy and physiology and to your nature. So you have got to develop that nucleus of singing ability that nature or God has given you. You cannot take voice training from outside. So this is an inside-out approach, an approach that is based on natural metamorphosis, the way a caterpillar grows into a butterfly. So today your voice may be like a caterpillar, or worse, tomorrow it will fly like a butterfly in the garden. So this is the edifice of the understanding that I wish to give you in terms of what is voice training. Now, another perspective, voice training is also understood as a set of exercises that you learn and do every day so that you can get certain results in your voice without a clue to what results are going to come and why those exercises have been devised. So this is a typical syndrome of a patient in a doctor's clinic. The patient does not want to take any responsibility for the subject, for the knowledge and the understanding. He says, I am sick, you know the subject, here I am, give me the medicine, cure me. For a growing, aware musician, in my opinion, that doesn't work. You need to understand the fundamentals of what your voice is so that you can gain command over it and you can become the master of your own vocal destiny, so to speak. So in my approach, of course, I will be talking of exercises, but fundamentally, I will be showing you, explaining to you, making you understand what is the nature of your singing voice. So I will be giving you in your hand your vocal user manual on the basis of which you need to grow. You have to develop an understanding of your vocal system, all of which is inside the body. So it's very difficult to figure out and sense what is going on unless you are given that basic knowledge and sense. You can compare this approach to that of sports medicine having impacted sports, where the understanding of anatomy and physiology from sports medicine has impacted sports a great deal through the layer of coaches, such that a lot of sports injuries are today solved, and more than that, sports itself has got enhanced. So, sport today is a rationalized game based on the understanding of the body, and which is why I call my subject the art and science of voice-friendly singing. You have to learn to sing and practice in a manner that will gradually bring out the best in your voice, that will be based on the understanding of your own voice, and will make your voice grow and grow and grow and soar like a bird in the sky. Understand? So that is the theoretical basis of this. There will be a few videos on the theoretical understanding, which I invite you to understand very clearly, because then you will be able to apply the techniques with a great amount of dynamic understanding. You will be in charge of this. Otherwise, you will be dependent. After the theoretical videos, there will be videos on specific techniques and concepts that will be very useful for you.